Are you my bros or my foes? Because today, you're my hoes. And today, we are finishing up our 5 Nights at Freddy's 1020 Hardest Mode Challenge, whatever you guys wanted to call this. We are finishing that up today with our sister location one. And this is going to probably be the last one because I got every ending, or I got almost every ending in FNAF 6, which is the one after this. The only one I didn't get was the one, the hardest one, which is the blacklisted ending, because that's impossible. That's just literally impossible to beat. So I have been here, and this is going to be the last one that we're going to record. So I hope you guys enjoy. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Woo! How does my mouth? How? My little stretchy thing that runs across the screen. How do you not click? How do you not click, indeed? Well, thank you, Stream Austin, and thank you, Intro Austin. Now we're going to break down what exactly we're seeing. And this game mode, the sister location 1020 hardest mode, is not exactly that very difficult. It took me about 10 streams doing about an hour, 2 hours each, so when you added up 20 hours about roughly, not even a day. So this one was definitely not one of the hardest ones. When you first start out, hopping right into it, it's so bad, but playing up through all of the previous modes before that, like, ballet, dolls attack, girls night, top shelf, bottom shelf, cupcake challenge, and finally getting to golden Freddy mode. It was very hard to actually play, but it was very easy once you got the rhythm. And so what exactly is happening, we're going to break that down right in front of you right now. Let's start with the office. So right now you'll see these little bitches hanging on to me, and they don't do anything. They're just merely to block you. But this is the first time in a FNAF game we have buttons to bring up doors and monitor. So the doors, you can use A, W, D, A for the left vent, W for the top vent, D for the right vent, and S for the monitor. And this is the first time in FNAF history that those were a method that you could use. So you didn't even need to see, honestly. Besides the other factors. But you didn't even need to see to hit this up. But the strategy I'm using right now is usually I check the camera after you'll see the oxygen and the power get a little warning sign, which will be them getting the bitty babs and the electro babs affecting my power and oxygen. And the strategy I'm using is I go in to shock them and look at Foxy at the same time. And then halfway, I calculate in my head. I don't really count numbers. I just kind of wing it. Halfway through the cycle, I check on Foxy again. And then it goes back into when they trigger, then I check Foxy. So it's every time Foxy triggers, or those guys trigger, I check Foxy. And then halfway through that cycle, I check Foxy again, and then they trigger again, and I check Foxy. That's taking care of Foxy and the power, so in case you see my camera flipping up and shocking, like right there, that's what's happening. Which leads to when you close the monitor. This Yendo guy, you'll see him on the right there, he drops your oxygen very, very fast. Like, if you notice my oxygen when he's there and when he's not, my oxygen goes down so much. And sometimes I'll be caught in a loop, because he's got I think it's like a 10% chance of not spawning, and I'll catch myself in a loop when he's not there. So, like, you'll see me, sometimes when I close the monitor and open the monitor, I'll flip it back up even though no one's there. Because to get rid of Yendo, you're supposed to flip the monitor up. Like, right there, you saw me flip the monitor up even though nothing was there. And that's just because I'm so conditioned to hit that camera button immediately after dropping it, because that's how you get rid of Yendo, and he shows up 90% of the time. I got very lucky this run. He barely shows up at all. Because when Yendo shows up, he drains your oxygen, and he does it fast. So it is, you got him draining your oxygen, the electro babs draining your oxygen, and you've got your power to manage. But then you've got Bonnet streaking across the room. She's pretty easy. Just boop her nose. And in the game, when you load up the camera, you see my mouse going all over the camera. Your mouse always goes back to wherever you leave it when you hit that S button. So when I hit the S button to bring up the monitor, I can go scroll around, put my camera in the top corner if I wanted to. And then I could close it, and then I could see it. And you heard right there a vent crinkling. That is the vent in the animatronic in the vent. And there's only one, and she's very easy again. You hear that click. You hear that vent crumple sound. You turn it off. But that's all the office done. And then now you've got the people surrounding the office. You've got Ballora, she will just make noise from either direction. This is a heavy listening game. Ballora will make noise from either direction. Freddy will make noise. The crinkling of the vents makes noise. And yeah, it's very, very tough. Lolbit. Oh yeah, Lolbit. I forgot about Lolbit. Lolbit, whenever she pops up back there, you'll see her pop up. You just type in LOL. And the way I was doing this was I had my right hand on the mouse, left hand on the keys, and I used to use my right hand to type LOL, but that was super hard to get it off the mouse and back on. So I just switched from the WSD to LOL, and it was very, very well for me. But anyway, that's Lolbit, and if you don't, Lolbit doesn't actually kill you, she just disables everything. Like, you can't look, you can't do anything, you can't open your monitor, which is very difficult when Yendo and other people exist. But you'll hear that guy in the background saying, Bon Bon, go get him! And that's Funtime Freddy. And what Funtime Freddy does, essentially, is he just sends Bonnie at one of your doors. You have to listen for the side he's on. He makes running noises, and that's how you know what side he's on. Or you can check the camera. He's always in the opposite of the Electrobab, which is the guy messing with my power. See, they're always on the opposite sides of each other. And when he says surprise, he's sending him in the opposite door. So if he says he's attacking, he'll send it in that one door. But if he says surprise, he'll send it at the one he's not at. Like, go get him, that's the call. And see, it's getting very hard for me to see because Yendo's popping up and all these people are popping up. But Freddy, you'll also see my mouse go over to one side of the screen. And that's just to support the fact that Freddy's over there. Because Freddy is one of the biggest douchebags in the game if you let him get beneath you. But overall, this game, one of the best. This is my favorite one to do by far. Favorite 1020 to make and record. Because this was just a great experience. I would recommend anyone who likes FNAF, just give this one a try. You will not regret it. It is a very fun one. It's not that hard, but if I did have to rate the hard difficulty, I would say it's just below FNAF 1. So it's FNAF 2, FNAF 1, this one, FNAF 4, FNAF 3. But anyway, without further ado, I'm about to run out of power, and we'll see what happens from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Jane!
Oh my god! Oh my god! And they said birthday magic doesn't happen, baby! And they said it never came true!
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it.
Oh.
I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you. And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now. But something is wrong with me.
Oh my god.
I should be dead.
But I'm not.
I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
God, it goes so hard. Oh my god, how did I do that? Ah! Oh my god! Dude, that just feels so good. Look at that, bro. Look at the top right corner, man. Top right corner of your screen. Top right corner of your screen. Holy shit.